Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Tuesday the 19th of April 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we bring you the 5 news items that happened today that you really need to know about. Let's jump into it. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 rose 0.56% today to 7,565 points, helped along by energy and materials companies. That's the highest level the bourse has reached since the very beginning of this year. All the major banks did well after the Reserve Bank released the minutes of last fortnight's board meeting. They showed that the bank was considering bringing forward the timetable for interest rate rises. The big miners also outperformed the market. The tech stocks, though, didn't do so well, with REA, WiseTech Global and Xero all falling more than 1%. Biotech Imugene was the best performer of the top 200, rising more than 8%, while waste management group Cleanaway share price jumped more than 6% on takeover speculation. There was plenty happening away from the large caps. Incitec Pivot jumped 3.5% after announcing that production at its ammonia plant in Louisiana has successfully recommenced. Sierra Resources surged 14% on news that the US government will lend up to $107 million to the company. The gold stocks did well as the price of the precious metal went beyond $2,000 an ounce, at least briefly. Beach Energy, Ramelius Resources, they were both up nearly 4%. Chalice Mining rose 3%, while market leader Newcrest Mining was up 1.5%. Paladin Energy was the worst performer today, down 2.6%. Story number 2. Yesterday was the busiest electoral enrolment day ever. 214,000 applications to vote were submitted to the Australian Electoral Commission, meaning about 17.2 million Australians are enrolled to vote on May 21, which is about 96% of eligible voters. The majority of people who enrolled in the few days before Monday night's cutoff were 18 to 24-year-olds. Story number 3. UBS Australia could face a 10-year ban from doing business in Papua New Guinea over its role in a $1.3 billion loan to the Pacific nation. The loan has been the subject of a royal commission, and counsel assisting has recommended UBS Australia, law firm Norton Rose and some individuals involved in the 2014 transactions be banned from conducting business in PNG for a decade. The final submissions report also recommends UBS be asked to repay the money it overcharged the Papua New Guinean government, which would be around $175 million plus interest. In 2014, UBS provided the PNG government a loan, which was used to buy $900 million of shares in ASX-listed Oil Search. Now, Oil Search does most of its mining in Papua New Guinea. But a plunge in Oil Search share price on the back of falling oil prices triggered an effective margin call, and the government lost about $400 million. The final submissions report also said UBS should be referred to the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. Overlaying the commission is an election in June this year in PNG, which pits the current Prime Minister, James Marape, who set up the Royal Commission, against former PM Peter O'Neill, who featured in the original UBS negotiations. The Papua New Guinea government now needs to decide what to do. Story number 4, a COVID update. We haven't had one of those for a while, which is actually a good thing. COVID cases are trending the right way. There was a total of just under 39,000 new infections reported yesterday across the country and 18 deaths. New South Wales led the way with nearly 11,000 cases, and Victoria announced 9,000 cases. New cases in all states appear to have peaked, with a pronounced downturn in New South Wales, which of course was hardest hit during the most recent outbreak. And story number 5, Apollo Global Management is interested in helping finance a bid for Twitter, following Elon Musk's $43 billion unsolicited offer to take the company private. Now, that's according to Bloomberg. Apollo is considering backing a potential deal for Twitter and could provide Mr. Musk or another bidder with equity or debt to support an offer. Twitter shares posted their biggest gain in 2 weeks yesterday morning after the social media company launched a poison pill defense to thwart Mr. Musk's bid to take the company private. But wow, it is in play at the moment. That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 19th of April, 2022. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning for the Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.